This is a very important story. Okay? This is what the Gemara says is the story that epitomizes the collapse. This is the final story of why the Jewish people were kicked out of their second temple and sent in to this last exile. The story goes like this. There's a man named Kamtza and Bar Kamtza. Bar meaning the son of, but it's not made so clear necessarily. Bar in Aramaic is going to be like Ben in Hebrew. Okay? But there's a man named Kamtza, there's a man named Bar Kamtza, and there's a third random guy, we don't know his name. Random guy throws partay, l'chaim. Throws a big party, invites all the homies, finds out Kamtza's in town. Tells his bartender, he says, yo, Kamtza's in town, I need you to get him, can't have a party without Kamtza. He says, absolutely, I'll go get Kamtza. Runs around the town, no, Kamtza, we got a Kamtza, I need a Kamtza. My name's Bar Kamtza. Found the wrong guy, didn't realize it, brings Bar Kamtza to the party. Tells Bar Kamtza, yeah, you were invited, this guy really needs you at the party, he's so excited. Bar Kamtza knows this guy hates him. He's inviting me to his party. Maybe he wants to make up. Bar Kamtza comes to the party. When he gets there, random guy sees Bar Kamtza. That's Bar Kamtza, not Kamtza. And it's okay. And he loses it. He says, no, get out, you're not my friend, get out of here, I don't want you here. He says, get out, I come all the way here, let me pay for my food, I'll eat my food quietly, I'll get out. No, you don't have to embarrass me. No, I don't want you to eat my food, get out of my house. So I'll pay for half the party, all right? I came all the way here. I'll give you half the party. Let me stay. Don't embarrass me, and then I can leave. No. He hates this guy. He won't even... I'll pay for the whole party. He says, no. And he makes him leave. He's offered to pay for the whole party. And Bar Kamtza was so upset, so angry, that there was rabbis even at this party who allowed this to happen, didn't say anything. He says, that's the last straw. I'm done with these Jews. And he became the spy who went to the Roman emperor, to the Caesar, and told him that the Jewish people will not offer a calf that was given by the emperor because they're treasonous against the Roman Empire. He lied, in other words, so he created a situation where the Roman Empire sent over a blemished calf that they're not allowed to offer to God. And then the rabbis have an argument. If we don't offer this to God, the Romans are going to think we're rebelling against them, they're going to kill us all. If we offer it to God, we're going against the God of Israel and we're offering a blemished sacrifice. We can't do this. So they were in quite the pickle. One sage says, can't we just kill this guy? He's the one who started this whole thing. What if we kill him and the whole thing goes away? Another sage says, can't we, for the sake of the entire nation of Israel, blah, 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 one time offer this calf? Wouldn't that be within the law? And a third sage, he says, want to get it right? Sorry. What did he say? He basically said that he doesn't know which decision is correct. He doesn't know which one to answer. He says they both could be correct. And the Gemara records that it's because of that third sage that all of Israel fell. Now this is a strange story. Okay? First we get the first part, in other words, if you hear the story that Israel fell because of how terribly the poor Jew was treated, and he was kicked out, and then he got upset, and he ratted on the Jews. That's like it doesn't make us feel any better, but at least the story is like, okay, that's why the Jews got kicked out of the land. We weren't being nice to our own brothers. But it says in the same Gemara, the reason that we were inevitably kicked out of the land is because of that third rabbi who couldn't decide what to do at the end, whether we should kill this guy or whether we should sacrifice the lamb anyway, and because of the indecisiveness, that's the reason why we were kicked out of the land. So this is a very confusing story. I'm going to give now, with God's help, a little chassidus, a little panemi satira, a little secrets of the Torah here, and then we're going to end the class. And if you have any questions we could ask, if not, you guys can leave. Thank you so much. But it goes like this. When the spies, okay, it's actually really trippy, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this, because things like this really blow my mind about Torah. This is a very real thing. When the spies were sent by Moses to traverse the land of Israel, okay, same land we're talking about, the spies encountered Nephilim, the children of the Nephilim. What are the Nephilim?
Angels?
Giants. Nephilim is a type of angel, but their children, yes, they're giants. Nephilim is correct. That's a type of angel. So their children are often called Nephilim. They were like demigod people. So giants. If a non-Jewish person ever tells you that there's no such thing as giants and these Christians are crazy, tell them the Christians are not crazy. They stole it from the Jews. and there were absolutely things called giants. They were the demigod. They were the children of fallen angels, as it were. It says in the Medrash, there was an argument with angels and God, and the angel said to God, "Look, these Jews, they're terrible. Why do you even bother with this world?" And God says, "You think you could do better?" He says to the angels. The angel says, "Of course we can. We're angels. We're perfect." He says, "Go give it a try." So the angels come down here, and they're like at the strip club right away, the chashon. But they don't last 2 seconds. They immediately failed everything, and they were very, very powerful. And their children became the biggest monsters the world had ever seen. The giants that we see here by prayers. All the worst people came from these. Okay, so in the Jewish tradition, we understand this is real. All right, but what's okay? Yeah.
How tall were the giants?
10 feet, you would say. Well, probably 15 feet. 15 feet, probably. Probably 2.5 times roughly the size of a man. 15 feet, probably. Yeah, they would have been big. I mean, yeah, ridiculous. Maybe even bigger, some of them. Also, human beings, relative to Noah's time, when the flood happened, pre-flood, much larger.
How tall?
Probably average. Like a short person would have been 6 feet, and a tall person maybe probably like 9.5. I don't know. It's probably like a whole different. Pre-flood, we were much bigger, stronger physically, totally different type of person. The flood weakened humanity to the point where we could become spiritual anyway. Before the flood, we couldn't be spiritual. We were too very strong. Imagine every person is like a Greek god type person, so there's way too into ourselves, way too into physicality. There was no opportunity to be in spirituality. We became weakened through the flood, metaphorically and literally. Okay, but when the spies encountered these giants, again, the spies are sent by Moses. They're sending a mission from God. We understand the secret of the story of the spies, that really they had a part of themselves. They were too afraid to encounter this. They wanted to stay in the desert where it'd be easier, where they could hang out and learn about Torah all day and not have to actually fight and live in reality and fight these things that God wanted them to fight. Moses knew that was their mission. God knew that was their mission. They didn't want to do it. What word does the Torah describe these spies at? It calls them grasshoppers. They felt like grasshoppers in the eyes of themselves when they faced the giants. They were so afraid. They were insecure. And the word is used as grasshoppers. In Hebrew, the word is pachagavim. Okay? Points out the Maharal, one of the great sages of the 15th century. It's about 500 years ago. What is the word in Aramaic for grasshopper? Kamtza. That the story of Bar Kamtza and Kamtza is the story of the grasshopper, of the Jew who feels like the grasshopper. That the entire story of the Jewish people getting kicked out of the land of Israel for the final time, and the final straw that broke the camel's back, was the essence of that is Kamtza. What is Kamtza? Our own Kuf, I believe. Kamtza in Aramaic? I'm not sure. Kuf. No, with a Kuf, Kamtza. Kuf, Mem, Nun, Tzadik. Hey, I'm assuming. That Kamtza, okay, that the Jew felt like in their own mission with God, we felt like that spy facing down the giant. Overall, we were not confident in our own overall mission in life and our purpose in being in the land of Israel to begin with. That insecurity, in other words, it was our confidence in fulfilling God's mission that brought us success the entire time. That was what kept us fueling. The memory of Moshe taking us through the desert and the inspiration of the prophets and all our ability and will and desire, and that after time and time we've just gotten broken down, where we felt spiritually, so to speak, psychologically, like grasshoppers, even in our own missions and serving God, and that's why inevitably we were kicked out of the land. That the land itself spit the Jewish person out. That a Jewish person, to function in a healthy manner, especially in the land of Israel, of course, obviously, would be, in only the healthiest way, prideful and exuberant and energetic and happy about serving God. And if anything else is felt, any negative feelings are felt while serving God, so the land itself ultimately is going to spit you out.